Where do you land on religion stuff these days?
I'm an atheist.
Atheist?
Yeah. You're like, okay, that's what I ask you. Because
go ahead.
I hear people call you a Christian rapper.
Uh-huh.
And I listen to your music, and obviously there's like stuff in there that's like godly, right? Like lines, but it's not like, I don't look at you that way. I just look at you as like a rapper who happens to be a Christian.
Yep.
As opposed to being like because when I grew up, man, Christian rap was corny as fuck.
Yep.
And I feel like Lecrae was like the first guy to come along to be like, oh no, he's just dope.
He could rap, yeah.
But he also, is obviously like, how do you consider yourself like a quote unquote Christian rapper, or is that something that you embrace?
Well, it's an interesting combo because for years I've just tried to like just be like, yo, can I just be a rapper and be a part of the community? Because I always felt like in some way in hip hop to be called something before your title, like a female rapper, a gay, whatever, a Christian, a Muslim. So, gender, orientation, or religion, anything that precede a title, it always feels like it marginalizes.
Like right away, people already have their mind
so it's
made
like,
up.
that's a female rapper.
Right.
It's all those things. So I tried to just be like, man, I feel like I'm just a part of hip hop, but I am a Christian, so I would never deny being a Christian, right? Just be like, that title, it's a weird conversation because people be like, oh yeah, we'll play you on Sunday then. On the radio, you're like, what?
Like, wait,
I took a meeting one time when one of my albums, the first Neverland, it was like doing really well on the charts. I took a meeting at This Is 50, and 50 Cent was there. And so I walked by him. I was like, yo, what's up, man? He was like lifting weights. And he was like, didn't give me no time. He was like, yeah, what up? And then his man was like, yo, he got the #1 album on iTunes right now. And then he was like, oh, word, come into my office, right? And so I ended up hanging out with 50 for like 2 hours.
Wow.
Random. I'm like, I looked at my manager. I was like, yo, I'm going to go in the office. Yo. And I went in and he just started asking me questions. Because, at that time, like, he's just a smart dude. He wants to learn. So he's like, you had #1 album? Like, what's going on? He starts asking me all these questions. I start telling him about this. I'm like, yo, when I first started, like, 10 plus years ago, I had some very explicitly Christian bars. I was juiced up about my relationship with Jesus. So I think that's where that initial thing comes from, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of my core fans share those same ideals, right? So you get that, but over the years, just my sound, my view, the way I approach things has evolved. And so anyways, when I was talking with him, he was like, yeah, bro, people are going to try to, if you continue, basically like if people continue to see you that way and just not a part of hip hop, they're going to try to marginalize you to the gospel hour on Sunday or something, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh man, that was never my intention. But at the end of the day, I've just let go of trying to control that narrative to a degree because it's like,
you're just going to do you and like let people feel how they feel.
That's it, man. At the end of the day, you can't really control it. And it's also, it's like when you tell people, hey, man, I don't really call myself that, then that becomes the headline of the interview. And it's a circle, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatever y'all want to call it. Is the music dope?